Muy buenas, soy Sigiloco Games, estamos aquí de regreso en el Dragon Age Origins. Y bueno, continuamos donde le dejamos el anterior video. Y bueno, estamos aquí. Y hemos acabado de hacer algunas misiones secundarias. Y es hora de ir a la historia principal. Y bueno, aquí viene la estrategia. Cortito, eso, ya, ahí estamos bien. Salgamos de aquí de la ciudad de Energy, vamos aquí al mapa. Y aquí podemos ir primero a la Torre de los Magos, o sea, a la Torre del Círculo de los Magos, o podemos irnos al Bosque de Basilia. Y cuando ya vayamos a una ciudad de estas, esta ciudad de aquí va a desaparecer, así que tienen que hacer primero todo antes. Aquí terminar lo que tienen que hacer para ir aquí, o sea, donde los magos, donde los elfos, donde los enanos. Y bueno, estas misiones también es lo mismo. Aquí está el pueblo de Risco Rojo, y aquí está el pueblo de refugio, que es donde está el hermano Genetivi. Genetivi, no sé cómo se pronuncia eso. Y bueno, lo que vamos a hacer aquí primero es irnos a los muelles del lago Calia. Hemos llegado. Y aquí tenemos otros.
What is the name they have for mother and I? Apostates? Truly, it boggles the mind.
Y bueno, aquí tenemos al siguiente objetivo de las misiones secundarias. Creo que estas son de los irregulares de Blackstone. Y ya siempre vamos a saquear esto. Saquemos esto. Bueno, esto es para los perros Maravi. Y vamos a enfrentarnos aquí primero a este.
You have some kind of problem? Oh? What was this about? Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
Y a pelear se ha dicho. Aquí tenemos. Y contra el último. Y listo. Completamos una parte de la misión. Vamos a sacar estos de aquí. Está. Este de aquí. Aquí tenemos otro. Aquí tenemos más misiones, así que vamos a ponerlos aquí. Y saltamos todas estas aquí. Hablamos con este.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here? A mage? Me? That'll be the day, I tell you. That will be the day. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was. He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man. I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic. You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy. Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh? I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but The Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust? Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor will stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
Y bueno,
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
vamos a continuar por aquí. Y bueno, aquí tenemos una misión.
Yes? All right. Let me take a look. No, I can't believe this. I won't.
Y bueno, aquí tenemos ya las otras misiones. Aquí tenemos un cofre, una alienígena, tenemos este cofre y tenemos estas cartas de amor que nos sirven para completar otra misión. Y bueno, aquí, ¿qué más hay? ¿Qué más hay? ¿Qué más hay? ¿Qué más hay? Nada más. Vamos a ver qué nos dice aquí el posadero.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you? Of course not. Why do you ask? I have nothing to do with any of this, I swear. They're listening to us, watching me. I can't speak openly. They're looking for anyone asking for this brother Genitivi. They told me to act like nothing's wrong and just deny ever having seen the brother or the knights. I don't know. You should be on your guard and leave quickly. I don't know what happened to the knights, but I doubt it was anything good. Goodbye, and make her turn his gaze on you.
Y vamos a seguir
Welcome
hablando.
back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story. Of course. What would you like?
Vamos a ver qué tiene. Podemos vender cosas. Podemos vender. ¿Qué vendemos? Vendemos esto. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? Vendemos esto. Vendemos esto. Y de momento, nada más.
Overpriced swill.
Aquí tenemos estos agarradores. What the fuck? Pero qué. Este ya mismo muere. Mueran rápido, mueran rápido. Carajo. Creo que... Listo.
As you wish.
Y le robamos rápidamente estos de aquí. Tenemos una armadura. Sí, pero tenía una desventaja, así que esta armadura es mala. Y bueno, ahora vamos con este caballero de aquí. Podemos ir a la Torre de los Magos, pero aún no vamos a hacer eso. Vamos a ver. Tenemos de misiones aquí. Tenemos estas misiones nuevas. Bueno, esas son misiones que duran todo, a veces son misiones que duran todo el juego. Y otras misiones son más rápidas que otras. Por ejemplo, esta es más rápida. Esta también es más rápida. Necesitamos champiñones de profundidades. ¿Cuántos champiñones tenemos? Creo que tenemos 5. Y para eso tenemos que... Creo que podemos viajar así rápidamente, sí. Y vamos aquí a otro campamento. Y vamos a recoger algunas cosas que tiene Misha. Y creo que necesitamos estos champiñones. Sí. Necesitamos... ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? A ver, esto de aquí. Extracto de toxina. Las raíces élficas nos sirven para hacer pociones. Vamos a ponernos esto de aquí. Unos... a ver, 40. Y esto de aquí. Otros 40. Y... ¿qué más? ¿Qué más? Frascos, creo que sí tengo. No, no tengo frascos, así que vamos a ponernos frascos. A ver, raíces élficas. Sí. Y frascos. Unos 40 igual. Y de momento todo bien. A ver, ¿qué tenemos por aquí? En el inventario estamos bien. Estas cosas voy a dejar. Estas voy a vender. Vamos aquí.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? I'm sure you'll be...
Y vamos a vender algunas cositas. Vamos a vender... eso no. Vamos a vender esto. Eso no. Pero vamos a guardar cosas. Vamos a guardar aquí. Eso no. Vamos a guardar esto. Aquí vamos a guardar todas estas cosas. Esto y esto. Sí. Y listo. Vamos a las misiones. Normalmente los mismos.
Indeed.
Yes.
Ahí mismo. Y aquí tenemos para completar una misión.
A little something extra for friendship.
Y completamos una misión.
Good to see you again.
A ver, aquí funciona bien la estrategia. Porque aquí podemos ir al otro del círculo. Pero lo que yo les recomiendo es ir o bien al pueblo del Risco Rojo o al bosque de Resila primero. Y ya verán por qué. En el pueblo del Risco Rojo solo vamos a hacer una parte de la misión. Bueno, y cuando vamos aquí al bosque de Resila podemos hacer todo. Y como les había dicho, vamos a ir a... bueno, la estrategia que siempre me funciona es ir primero aquí. Aquí tenemos una batalla. Creo justo... exactamente.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in. We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. I thought you said... stay safe.
Y hemos completado otra misión.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth? I suppose that a lie wouldn't gain you much benefit. I shall bring you to the Keeper. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect, but it's the only hope we have left. From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us? I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal. Go on then. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone. Go on then.
Y listo.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Y bueno, aquí tenemos esta misión que no vamos a hacer porque necesitamos una cosa esencial en el inventario para poder hacerla. Y antes de hacerla tenemos que tenerla. Así que esa vamos a dejar ahí. Vamos a hacer aquí esto. Estos códices. Siempre hay que coger lo que tenemos al alcance. Y a ver, acá tenemos... Esto es por los Maravi. Tenemos esto. Esto. Listo. Vamos a coger lo que más podemos por aquí. Las hierbas no, porque tenemos muchas. Vamos a hacer esto. Listo. Esto de aquí. Listo. Esto aquí tenemos a la liana. Ahí tenemos una carta de amor que necesitamos para las misiones secundarias. Y tenemos aquí otro cofre. Y esto de aquí. Y bueno, aquí esta misión, para completarla tenemos que tener esta habilidad justamente al tope, como tenemos nosotros aquí. Si no tenemos esta habilidad de supervivencia, no podemos hacer esta misión, así que tenemos que tenerla al máximo. Y hablamos con Elora.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach. My name is Elora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us. They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides. I have seen your horses. The relationship is different, as is the purpose. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude. I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal, and it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Y bueno, aquí como decía, supervivencia. Y vamos a hacer esto de aquí.
And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless.
Y bueno, vamos a ver la supervivencia esta de aquí.
Yes, that's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranus, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Y así podemos acabar con esa misión. Y bueno, aquí tenemos más cosas. Y bueno, esto de aquí ya hicimos. Simplemente nos cuentan cosas de las hayas, halas o hayas, como se llamen. Aquí tenemos esta cajita de madera de aquí. Ya vamos a saquear este documento de aquí que vamos a leer. Listo. Y bueno, aquí tenemos una misión. Vamos aquí.
Andaranatician, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper. That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Y bueno, aceptamos esta
I have
misión.
an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Y tenemos una nueva misión. Y vamos aquí a hablar con Mitra.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times. Had we known a Grey Warden was coming, we might have arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Listo. Y vamos aquí.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need? I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark,
Suppose there would be no harm in gathering some? It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. I excel in making blades from the iron bark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Y bueno, creo que él tiene... No, no tiene. Me acuerdo que tenía una mochila, pero no. Tiene unos regalos. Ah, pero él tiene una... esta de aquí. Esta harta de tocina que necesitamos para una misión. Y vamos a comprar 20. Sí. Y del resto vamos a comprar... Yo creo que... esta de aquí. Receta de catablaza curativa superior. Y nada más. De momento... nada más. Sí. Ahí lo dejamos. Tenemos una nueva misión. Y vamos a hablar con Sarel.
I hear you had a hand in saving the Hala, Maseranas. I'm not sure what we would do without them. I know a few tales. Our clan has passed this way many times before, even when the Shemlin lived in these parts. You wish? I can tell you what I know. It is not a long story. Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is. It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil. One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Y listo. Lo único que nos queda es hablar con la Naya.
Laura spoke of your facility at Calming the Hala. We are grateful. Without your aid, our friends would all have become sick. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there, and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since. It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however. I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of our Lathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood. I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future. A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other. Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them. He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific. They have reason. Since the days of our Lathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless. It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed our Lathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank our Lathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say. in time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us. Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people, she who was your maker's chosen. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought, they lost. One wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. We will be more cautious if we ever have a third. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile. Certainly. As you wish.
Listo.
Darth Shirel.
Ya tenemos un nuevo códice. Y lo que vamos a hacer ahorita es irnos de aquí. Esta misión ya saben que vamos a hacer después. Y ahora lo que nos toca es irnos al bosque de Brasilia. Y por aquí.
They say the very still here, and all manner of strange things may be seen.
Aquí tenemos a nuestros primeros enemigos, unos lobitos. Y unos hombres. ¿Cómo no? Y listo.
Right.
A ver, aquí tenemos una misión que está justo aquí, que es disparar una flecha. Aquí tenemos otra. Vamos por aquí. Vamos por aquí, digo. Eso. No tiene ganas de hacer un yelmo. Un yelmo inservible. Aquí vamos a ponernos unas... No tengo arco. Sí tengo arco. Aquí nuestras flechas. Y vamos a disparar justo aquí.
Right. You've made some important enemies with your little arrows. You're through.
Y vamos a cambiarnos de arma rápidamente. Listo. A ver, por eso tengo más parte. Este de aquí. Vamos a ponerle a ver, este de aquí. Esto. Listo.
Weapons at the ready.
A ver, tranquilo.
Defend yourself!
Listo.
Let's make this. Shall we? On your guard.
Otra misión realizada. Bien, aquí vamos a seguir por aquí. Por aquí no. Vamos a seguir por acá. What? Me dio semejante vuelta. Aquí tenemos listo. Y ya subió de nivel de liana, así que vamos a subirle. Y ahora liana, a ver qué tiene. Más astucia. Pero necesita otro nivel, así que... de momento... está bien de astucia. Vamos a ponerle más destreza. Y... una de constitución. A ver. Estas de aquí dos son buenas, pero vamos a ponerle lo primordial, que es arquería. Este es un regalo. Y he guardado automáticamente el juego.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish and the human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony. We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay. Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk. We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it. You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed. I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Y bueno, eso no se cumple porque aquí hay más hombres lobo. Primero lo primero. Esto de aquí, a ver, esto de ahí, eso, ahí, listo. aquí tenemos un cadáver. Aquí tenemos un deliciano.
Who comes? A Grey Warden here? But we were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart. Attacked. Where am I? Am I still in the woods? I see. What of the other hunters? Do they yet live? I hope that they found safety, though it seems unlikely. No, nothing. Only traces of the wolf. We never saw it before the werewolves attacked. We tried our best, but too many. Pain!
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Or perhaps his own gods were watching out for him.
And perhaps they just know the Maker by another name.
Believe what you wish. It seems to me that they should be thanking the Grey Warden more than some absent god. But who am I to judge?
Mas Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Listo. Y vamos a proseguir por aquí porque tenemos que hacer una misión más que está justo ahí. Y de momento unos leyendas tenebosas que matar. Maldiciones, maldiciones, aquí siempre hay maldiciones. Ahí. Más de engendros.
On it.
Ya casi subimos de nivel. Y aquí tenemos esta misión de aquí. Y aquí tenemos los enemigos más fuertes del juego. Maldición. Bueno, aquí tenemos otra misión. Ya podemos hacerlo. Y este está de aquí. Y ese de aquí es otra misión, pero para hacer esta misión tenemos que guardar. No, todavía no podemos hacerla. Esa es más para después. Vamos a seguir bajando por aquí. Otro de... Y bueno, casi subimos de nivel, casi subimos de nivel. Aún no. Vamos a bajar por aquí y matarle. Listo. Ahora sí subimos de nivel. Y lo que vamos a hacer es... Vamos a poner aquí. Como todavía no tenemos nivel 12. Vamos a... Estamos nivel 12, nivel 12. Y necesitamos para todo ya nivel 12. Pero lo que vamos a hacer es ponernos destreza. Sí. Subir todo a destreza. Vamos aquí a destreza. Y bueno, 2 destreza y 1 de voluntad. Y eso vamos a dejarlo aquí. No vamos a subir nada más.
I sense something going near.
Listo. Vamos a seguir guardando aquí. Maldición. Ahí. Ahí.
Time for a little cleanup.
It's your time to die!
Carajo.
Try to be merciful!
Right.
Listo. Y eso es para nuestros perros maravilla, pero como no tenemos el perro aquí, no tenemos nada que hacer ahí. Y bueno, esto de aquí. Esto de aquí.
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire and warm blankets. Rather inviting, would you not say?
Y vámonos de aquí, porque esto de aquí es una trampa.
We going? My feet are so sore. If we're careful, we could use this camp, couldn't we? Could it be that bad?
Y ahí está.
On your guard!
A hungry spirit luring those who pass to their rest and their doom. One might wonder how it learned this trick. No matter, it shall prey on no one else.
Y bueno, aquí tenemos que saquearse de aquí rápidamente.
On it. As you wish.
Y yo creo que estamos bien en tiempo. Y dejamos justo aquí frente a este monstruo árbol. Y bueno, ha sido todo por el video de hoy. Nos vemos en la siguiente vez. Adiós.